people, how are y'all doing today? I hope all are well. Thank you for watching. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and do a wacky fun eyeshadow Wednesday. Why not? It's Wednesday and it's time to do one. So I decided to go ahead and do a smaller palette today. Again, this is the Illuminati Quad Palette and it's the Enlightened Quad Palette. So I got this in one of my Ipsy bags, but I want to go ahead and create an eye look with this because I don't know if y'all been, keeping up with me on my YouTube channel, but I've been real busy. I've been real busy with doing collabs. so excuse me if I'm doing like palettes that are, that are smaller than what I normally would typically go with. So excuse me for that. I do apologize in advance. It's just that I do get pressed for time. I have a lot of unboxings to do. I have the collab that I have going on, which is the Black Friday, Cyber Monday collab with Oxygen, and we're also doing unboxings on that one. But also on top of that, I still have my box subscriptions that I still have to do as well. And we didn't even swatch this palette for you guys, and that's the reason why I chose a smaller one, because I wanted to swatch this for you. So this one doesn't give me any shade names, okay? So we're going to go ahead and just make up our own names as we go along. So let's go ahead and start with the mattes. This is more of like a terracotta peachy toned palette. So this one is like an orange peach. And then this one that I'm putting on right now on my crease is like a brick red terracotta shade. And they have pigment. For them being mattes, they have really good pigment. So, and then this, I'm going with the shimmer. This is the darker shimmer. And this is like the darker shimmer of the red orange one, of this terracotta one, which is this shimmer right here. And then we have the lighter shimmer that would probably match this other matte here. Right here. So we'll go ahead and put that here and see how it does next to that other shade. Do y'all see it? Maybe I should just put it over here then. Alright, so here is the color. I went ahead and put it here because I put it here, but you can barely see it. So I put it next to the other shimmer. And you can still barely see it as well, but it's there. It's just a more golden color. So so we got two mattes and two shimmers to work with, and let's see how the look will come out with the placement I put them in, the color placement that I'll be putting them in. Yeah, I hope y'all's day and y'all's week have been going well. Yeah, well, my week has been going great. I haven't had anything to complain about. Yeah, I don't have anything to complain about, just things that occur that shouldn't probably have occurred, but I'm not complaining because I know that I'm not gonna lose sleep over whatever happened this week, in my personal life. I'm not gonna lose sleep over that because my conscience is clean. There's nothing that I have to feel bad for, as far as like me saying anything to anybody that offended them, or because sometimes people take things a little too far, and some people are a little dramatic, so it's like it doesn't matter what you tell them, they're still going to take it the wrong way, So you could you know, they want to dish it out, but they can't. If they can't handle the heat back, then stay out of the kitchen. Okay, that's all I gotta say. You know, if they're so good at, you know, dishing it out, but they don't want it to be dished back out to them, like telling them the truth, like the honest truth. They don't like to hear the truth. They don't like the truth. They get offended. They say that they were offended, and that's the reason why they want to blame their behavior on your actions, you know, on the actions that they say you had caused them to be a certain way because of you. No, don't believe that. They're just people being dramatic. They're just dramatic. You know, I'm a very down-to-earth person. I'm a very honest person. You know, as far as like, I tell you how it is, how, you know, and I'll tell you the truth. And so, you know, so people don't like to hear the truth. Or they don't like for you to tell them the truth. You know, they want to go on the way they are. They want to continue being the way they are. They want to continue on with their same behavior. They don't want to change. Not even to make amends. They don't even want to change to even make amends. Like, they feel like they've done nothing wrong. And I am not going to lose sleep over that, because when I do something wrong, I do lose sleep over that. But I guess me talking about it just kind of, it's just me venting. And this is not the video to do that, because this is supposed to be a wacky, fun video. But we're all human, and we go through a lot of things. Lesson learned, you know, a lesson to learn in life. Also for those who are young at age group, who are watching and listening, you know, they're, you know, they should, you know, it's just a lesson, a life lesson that, you know, everybody goes through growing up, and they're going to come across a situation like that. And all you do, the only kind of advice I can give to the young ones is, to the younger generation, is you worry about yourself. Don't worry about anybody else, but don't let anybody walk all over you either. Like, don't let anybody intimidate you. Don't let anybody feel like they have power over you, because then you are giving them that power, that pleasure, and that power that they got you where they want you, you know. And don't feel like, you know, if you're working, don't feel like you're gonna lose your job because this person just, you know, is being a bully with you, and you don't want to tell your boss because you're afraid of losing your job. Don't. It's best for you to tell your boss, because the boss even tells you, next time when a situation like that happens, just call us, because they're the ones that will defuse the situation. So don't try to handle it yourself. You know, try to stay as calm as possible. You know, if anything does arise, like if there was like an incident that happened where somebody that really invades your space to the point of like a threatening position, like they're in your space, they're about to threaten you, you just keep your composure and just remember that the law is behind you. So if they ever do something to you, you can always call the police. Even though you are at work, you can always call the police, wait for them to come and file a report against them, and then also report it to your supervisor. Call your supervisor and call the police, and then file a complaint over them. So that's just a life lesson that I would like to teach the young ones as they get older, you know, and they come across a situation where they're working, because it's hard, you know. Growing up, I was never told or taught I was never told or taught any of these life lessons, you know. So it's nice that somebody, you know, that has gone through some things is able to, you know, to share, you know, to share their experiences with you and let you know and give you advice on what you have to do in certain situations. So that's really pretty much what I wanted to, you know, what I really wanted to say to the younger generation, that, you know, just be careful. Don't let others put you in a position where you might end up losing your job, or you might end up losing at the end. I'm not saying your job, but I say your job because most of this stuff happens at work, you know. As you get older, you might come across people at work who are jealous, or who just don't want to carry their weight around because they're too lazy, and they want to push the weight on you, and they're going to try to boss you around and make you do all the work while you're juggling and trying to finish your job. You know, you're having to stop what you're doing because the person who's been there longer than you is bossing you around because they have more seniority and they feel like they should have that respect to be, I guess you should say, to have that authority over you. But they're just an employee just like you. If their job title doesn't say management or supervisor, they have no authority over you. So, you know, you gotta know who is your authority. You gotta know, you gotta discern. Like, if this person has no authority over you and they're bossing you around, maybe the best way to go about it is just do your job. If they still keep trying to boss you around or try to make it sound like it's your job to do everything, don't let it. Don't believe them. What you do is you just ask them questions like, well, you just ask questions and listen to what they have to say. And if it's not a fair answer, then just go to your supervisor. And then you just say, hey, I have a question that I wanted to ask because this arose with this because this question has arose between the other person and I just wanted to know, you know how the process works, because I feel like, don't say that I feel like you're getting, don't say, the least thing your boss wants to hear is that people are pushing their work on you. That's the least thing they want to hear, you know, because they're going to think you're being dramatic. They're going to think that that's not true. They're not going to believe you until they see it for their own eyes. But once they see it with their own eyes and they have witnesses to defend you, to say, yeah, that's true, that's what's been going on, then you're good. But they never want to hear that another employee who has more seniority there, you know, be said that they've been bullying you. They don't like for you to talk about their seniority employees that way. They want to feel like their employees who have seniority there do no wrong. But so just kind of think of think about how you're going to say what you're going to say, or ask what you're going to ask, and just say and go off of what they say. And then if the other person tries to boss you around again, you just say, oh, well, my supervisor just told me that we really didn't have to do it this way, that or, you know, you just tell them what your supervisor told you. You don't have to throw anybody under the bus, you know. You just basically just ask the question that needs to be asked to your supervisor, and your supervisor will actually delegate what you need to do. And then words of wisdom regarding bullies and Well, regarding, don't ever believe a story that someone tells you without the other person being in the same room, or without the other person, that, you know, because they're not there to defend themselves or tell you their side of the story, or how something happened. So that's just something for the young ones to learn from as they get older, that there's always going to be people who are going to want to throw them under the bus for whatever reason it may be. Could be because they're jealous of you, or they don't like you, or you just wore the wrong haircut, or you wore the wrong lipstick color that day. You didn't have your eyeliner on, you didn't have your mascara on. For whatever reason, they're not gonna like you for whatever reason, okay? So don't let that bother you, because it bothers a lot of people. But you need to understand that that's a personal problem, you know, for people who have issues like that. And there's nothing that you can do to control them, but you can control your actions. So, you know, you can only control yourself. So don't get mixed in with getting in trouble because of what the other person did or said to you that made you upset, to lose your composure and cause you to have issues with this person, and then, you know, probably end up in the principal's office, you know, losing your job if you have a job. So, you know, it's not worth it. So stay away from all the drama, all the negativity, you know, avoid all that. Try to distance yourself and disassociate yourself from people like that. So that's just a, you know, just a rule of thumb, just a little words of advice that I wanted to talk to, you know, let the young ones know, you know, because you have to be mindful of others, and there's some that are not mindful of, some that are not mindful, and that's where a lot of the drama come in, a lot of the gossip comes in, a lot of where they don't like you come in, where people don't like you come in, just because whatever reason you wore the wrong lipstick, wore the wrong shade of eyeshadow, whatever they don't like that day. There's always going to be that type of politics in the company. You know, there's going to be that type of politics, whether it be at work, whether it be at school, whether it be in college, whether it be at a grocery store. There's always going to be politics, you know, of some sort. So you just have to just be neutral about that and not associate yourself with those types of politics, because they can get you in trouble. They can make you look, instead of making yourself come out on top, they can actually turn around and bite you in the butt. So try to avoid those types of situations, and learn from experience, because I've experienced that before. So I know now, you know, what to avoid, you know. So life lessons, those are life lessons, you know, that one has experienced in life. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. This is the eye look that I created. I hope you guys enjoyed me talking to you and giving y'all just some words of advice while I was doing my Wacky Fun Eyeshadow Wednesday. I really like this this terracotta peachy look with my Enlightened Quad Palette from Illuminati. So I did the darker shimmer on the outside, the lighter shimmer in the inner quarter, and then I did the terracotta shade on the crease and transition area, and I did the light peach above the crease, you know, just to kind of diffuse any kind of harsh lines. And that's all I did. And I put on some mascara and some brown pencil eyeliner for the top lash line and bottom waterline. So I hope you have a great Wednesday. I hope you have a great rest of the week. All right, you guys. Well, thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you all. Bye.